And we're back. And so I built some homes in Obetz. Now I will say this, growing up in Obetz, I did get in some trouble growing up, and it's unfortunate, but I faced my circumstances like a man, and I changed my behaviors that were causing me to get in trouble. And I've been out of trouble for quite a few years now, almost a decade. I've completely changed my life, man. And the thing about it is, I kept getting continually harassed by Obetz anywhere I would go. Followed by the police, tailgating me, trying to intimidate me, riding past my house several times a day, just trying to intimidate me and shit, So that forced me to go they weren't equipped with any type of body cam at this time. So that in turn made me go invest in some high-tech home security so I could start documenting the stalking behavior that they're doing. And sure enough, I caught it, and an Obetz officer came by my home at 3 a.m. one night with a private citizen right in front of him, as if he guided them to where I live, and my window was open that day. And so as they went past, I heard a flash, like somebody taking a picture. So I felt stalked by that. And now I finally had a little bit of video footage to show what type of things that they were doing. I filed a complaint for that. And then I made a criminal complaint as well, but of course that wasn't investigated by Obetz when I had clear evidence of being stalked. Okay? Of course, no investigation, right? So I did that, and then from there on out, it was just a continued pattern of harassment by them. Just continued harassment. I was lied on by the chief of police, Brian Jeffers, several times over. That caused me to be financially drained out of my money. It caused me health problems because I was under so much stress from that. Not only was Obetz involved in that, but the judge was as well. And that story's for a whole nother day. It's coming. This one here is about Obetz and bringing them to the forefront of their bullying behavior, their criminal behavior, and their failure to be accountable and transparent. So, we're going, and I'm doing complaints on them now for the continued harassment behavior by them, and nothing's getting done. I just actually get lied on and targeted more by them. Nothing stuck though. You know what I mean? They kept trying to put all these things on me, but they would never stick because I wasn't doing nothing to get in trouble. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna turn this is the back side of the pond. Well, okay, so with that being said, if you do a little bit of research on Google, you can type in Obetz versus Jules, Jules, and that is an officer that worked for the city of Obetz. This was about, I don't know what, say 5-6 years ago, maybe even a little longer, but this guy was harassed, bullied, completely bullied and slandered within the department by the own cops that he was working with. And the people there that work at Obetz were letting this continue with no repercussion or reprimand for the people that were doing it. This gentleman, Mr. Jules, had to eventually resign from the Obetz police and ended up suing them for, harassment and being bullied within the police department. I mean, and he was an officer himself. Now, these officers that were doing all this bullying, they are still employed with Obetz. And a matter of fact, they've been promoted, which is just sickening to me. No accountability whatsoever. So that's just a documented, factual fact about Obetz and their bullying behavior and their hate crime. What they are doing now is instead of them harassing me, the cops will sit there and they'll sit down the street and they'll send somebody to fuck with me. I've already had to make 2 reports where a guy came up in my yard with a flathead screwdriver, and Obetz police pulled up 30 seconds right before he got there, and his headlights were shining directly on the guy. So I know that the Obetz officer saw this going down, and he did nothing. There's another guy that they're allowing to stay kind of catty corner from where I live. His name is Josh Conrad, and him and his family have been stalking and harassing me something serious, to the point to where I'm going to have to file a restraining order and file charges on them. And these people that are doing this now are drug addict junkers within the city of Obetz that have been instructed. Can you believe that? They have been instructed by city officials to try and harm me. Every single night, these people mess with me, and Obetz police just go right by, let them sit, even though several neighbors have complained on them being at a vacant property, being up all hours of the night, methed out on meth, and probably stealing. The thing is, I think they utilize that house over there as a drug house or something, to store something, because they're protecting it. Obetz police are not doing anything. There's crimes being committed at the property. There is no water, electric, gas. Nothing's turned on there, and nobody pays rent there. So therefore, he should not be allowed to sit there, especially after the fact that I've made police reports stating that I was stalked, threatened, followed, and intimidated by the people that they continue to allow to sit there. These people antagonize me every single day, and Obetz police they just sit there and let the shit happen. Now, I have a few witnesses and I have some footage where Obetz police are, you can tell that they're kind of protecting the people that are doing these things to me. I'll have to attach that footage here in this video, but the reason I'm bringing all this to you guys on video right now is, for one, to bring awareness to the evil behavior of Obetz administration and police. I don't believe that all of the Obetz police officers are complicit and colluding. I believe it's just the higher up ones. If you will, Rod Davison, Angie Kirk, Stacy Boomis, Rod Davison, the city administrator. These are all people that have given me issue after issue after issue and fail to be accountable with their bullying behavior. It is evil. It rises to a criminal level, especially when they're doing these things to somebody that is not doing anything to warrant any of it. So now you know the bullying behavior of Obetz and their administration, how they fail to be transparent, follow the law, be accountable, how their behaviors are bullying in nature, which rises to a hate crime. And now the fact that they are colluding and conspiring with criminals in the neighborhood to come and try to harass me, that's a whole different ballpark. That's a whole different game now. So I actually called Obetz Police Department today, and I believe I spoke with Kathy Frederick, which is the clerk for the Obetz Police. And I just asked her, I have some complaints to make against the mayor and a couple other people. Who would I do that with? Because you know, I want this to be taken serious, and if there is a outside third-party agency that needs to investigate, then, you know, then that's what needs to happen then, because this is very, very serious allegations. I believe that my life is in danger, my direct safety is in imminent danger because of Obetz administration. I called them to let them know that I would be making official complaints on some of these people. So I'm documenting this video, letting you know their behavior, the type of things they do. And to be honest, I won't be surprised if they don't try to put some type of fake warrant out for me again, lie on me, unlawfully charge me with something, just to try to silence and bully me some more. Because that's what they did previously. They got a history. There's a pattern of it at this point. Back in November, right before the mayor was running to be reelected, Angie Kirk, I was looking at homes for sale in my community in Obetz. I was driving through a housing community. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's off of Groveport Road. And I was going down the road, and from what I could see, it looked like Miss Kirk, the mayor, and some other female with short hair that was with her that day. But they were carrying things out of their car into her house. Now, I did not know where this woman lived. I did not know where she lived. And I did not go by to harass or do anything to anybody. Nothing was said to her. I did not stop. I did not do anything. I have video recording. I have pictures as well. And so I just continued my drive, you know, not thinking nothing of it, you know, whatever. Yeah, she lives right there. And I continued my, you know, going, looking for any homes that were for sale or getting fixed up in Obetz. And not really paying no attention to my mirrors, all like that, because I'm looking for homes. And finally, I turn onto Marlboro Avenue, and as soon as I do, there's Miss Kirk tailgating me, right behind me. Tailgating me in a dark blue Nissan Rogue with tinted windows. And she had, I mean, she was aggressively tailgating me. She was recklessly driving up against me and almost hit me, to the point where I pulled over into a citizen's driveway on Marlboro Avenue. I can get their address. They are a witness to it, of what happened that day. The fact that I had to pull over because I felt that my safety was in imminent danger from this mayor chasing me down clear through town, aggressively tailgating me. For what? Because I drove down a road. Because I drove down a road. This is the type of behavior that Obetz are doing. Now, I'm not exaggerating. I have footage, I have pictures, I have documentation. I have been documenting a lot with Obetz for a long time now, because they fail to be accountable or transparent or have any type of moral ethic code. What they are doing is evil. But I was chased, and I pulled over to the people's house there, and it caused such a ruckus to the point they came outside. Like, what the hell's going on, you know? After that happened, Miss Kirk looked like she was trying to talk to me, and I took my hand and went no, because my window was up, and signaling to her, I'm not going to talk to you, because I had emailed her previously trying to make arrangements to do an official complaint with her, and she just ignored me. So the video will be linked in this video here of where all this happened that day. And I said that if I talk to her, it's going to be in a professional setting that's recorded, because I don't trust them. They've lied on me. They're doing all these evil things to the point where I have to have my guard up 24/7 on them. They have targeted me relentlessly when I haven't done anything except for stand up for myself against their lies. I'm sick of their bullying. I'm sick of the harassment. I'm sick of their evil behavior. It has to stop somewhere. Especially when the person's not doing anything to warrant what, these things that are taking place. But anyways, Miss Kirk pulled off that day and she continued about her way. And then shortly after that, I went immediately home to let my mother know what just took place, And as soon as I pull onto my road, there's Miss Kirk sitting outside my address. Matter of fact, right in front of the abandoned property that I'm talking about, and Francis Buckler's home. And that is the mother of the guy that keeps harassing me over in Obetz, Josh Conrad. And I believe that Obetz are instructing him to do these things because they're not doing anything about it. So I was stalked shortly after the altercation where she chased me down aggressively through town. And I just stayed over with my mother, I didn't want to... I don't trust evil people like her, man. What she did was wrong. And it made me feel that my safety was in danger because she was being aggressive and I had done nothing except drive down her road. And the footage is going to be linked. Now, like I said, the reason that I'm even making this video is to bring some transparency on the city of Obetz and the things that they're doing to people. Now, I'm sure it's not just me that they're doing this behavior to. I'm just the one that's strong enough to talk about it and not continue to keep dealing with their bullying bullshit. So I won't be surprised now if they don't try to get a fake-ass warrant for me again. I'm making this footage to let you know of their bullying behavior, their failure to be accountable or transparent, how their behaviors and actions have rose to a hate crime, and how they need to be exposed immediately. I hope everybody has a great day. I'm glad that this got documented. And just know this, man. Bullies are cowards. People that have to use the power of a state or run in packs and act tough with a ton of people, they're cowards. They'll never do nothing by themselves. But their evil behavior will be exposed on every level. Hope everybody has a great day. I know I will. Take care.